Yo, 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 yo. We are back. It's Wednesday, the 17th. Happy St. Patty's Day, baby. I'm not a drinker no more, but shout out to all my drinkers out there, man. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. It's terrible. Get in trouble. I'm serious, though, for real. Anyways, I just want to touch on this real quick, man. This Hans Molenkamp situation. More shit's coming out, more information. I knew more information was going to come out because where there is smoke, there is fire. And if you don't know who Hans Molenkamp is I think he's the, how do you say this? He runs the combat section, the combat division for Monster Energy. So he's responsible for fighters, MMA fighters. I would probably imagine boxers as well. Any combat sport athlete, he's responsible for them getting a Monster Energy sponsorship. And as we all know, what was it? UFC 259. Dominic Cruz had something to say in regards to that. Paraphrasing, I'll play something. I'll play it in a second. I'll play the audio in a second. What Dominic Cruz was saying, but he was basically saying that Hans Molenkamp holds people hostage. You know, he wants you to do cool things for him to boost his ego and his what do you call it? Like famousness or whatnot. Like, hey, do this for me. You know, I got this Monster Energy sponsorship. Come be my friend, or come, you know, do whatever, you know what I'm saying? And Dominic Cruz kind of aired that out and said, hey, man, you know, you want to do all this shit and dangle Monster Energy sponsorships in front of people's faces. He was like, how about fight me for a charity, any charity, or Monster Energy charity or whatnot. So Hans Molenkamp has stayed quiet. I would have thought he was going to address it. Honestly, I believe Dominic Cruz. I think I've been saying Hans is like a weirdo. I don't know him. I might be judgmental, but listen, like I'm saying, for these type of accusations, like these weirdo accusations, they don't come out to normal, regular, cool people. You know what I'm saying? They only come out to weirdos. You know what I'm saying? You'll never hear some weirdo shit like that about decent people. You know what I mean? Only weirdos, for real. And it all makes sense. I mean, he looks like a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Just listen to this real quick. Let me play this for you real fast. Let's see what.
A little closer than I wanted, but you know, got the job done.
Oops.
A little closer than I wanted, but you know, got the job done.
It was a good, close, tough fight, but you really pulled it off in the third round. The third round, by securing those 2 takedowns, that seemed to be, there was a big moment in the fight.
Yeah, I mean, usually I don't score takedowns a lot, is what I hear from everybody, but I guess in mixed martial arts, you gotta mix it up, right?
Dom, was there anything surprising about this fight for you?
Yeah, he looks fucking
maybe
good, bro.
That Casey was able to shoot for 2. He kept a pretty good pace for the first 2 rounds. I kind of expected I could outpace him there too, and he kept up.
So you got the victory. What's next? What's the plan?
I don't know, Joe. You know, what I plan to do is always stay focused on the task at hand.
Let's see if we can skip ahead and see what's going on.
I would love to get
Here we
a
go.
charity fight lined up. You know, this is a day and age, Joe, where a lot of fake people can take pictures next to Lamborghinis, post it on Instagram, and then the Lamborghini is theirs, right? So, you know, there's a guy named Hans Molenkamp who's been holding a lot of fighters hostage, been saying he's an awesome pro fighter, that he can take out everybody, and he's picking his fights. I would love for Monster to pick a charity of their choice.
Oh shit, he's calling out Hans?
And, me and Hans go at it. He's got 100 pounds on me.
What the
He
fuck?
says he's got a ton of surgeries. I got a ton of surgeries.
Why is he talking?
We do something for charity. He's
What's
got
the deal?
100-pound advantage. And,
What's the deal? What's the
you know,
beef with
I think we can put
Hans?
on a good show for charity and make a lot of money for him.
As you can see, this is obviously before I knew what was what, you
Forcing
know?
us to comment on his photos, forcing us to do videos and pictures with him, just in order to hold our contracts hostage. So, let's see. You put your money where your mouth is, Hans. And
Damn.
charity.
I'm sorry this has become a political event, but listen, Dom, I love you. Congratulations, sir. A huge victory over a really tough young guy, and I can't wait to see you again.
Joe, not political. This is Monster Energy.
I understand.
Damn. Oh, they cut.
Yeah, they cut him off. Anyways, yeah, that's so obviously you can see that's before I even realized. I always thought Hans was a weird dude, but he has a cool job. Like I always was like, dude, this got a cool job. You know what I mean? But I mean, other shit has came out too. Like says ex-Monster photographer backs Dominic Cruz, claims Hans Molenkamp says he was blackballed. Says following Dominic Cruz's call out of Molenkamp after his UFC 259 victory. Cruz challenge. Okay, kind of energy. So since Cruz call, other fighters have opened up. Alleged Angela Hill opened up about Molenkamp. Angela Hill said, Angela Hill opened up about Molenkamp's tactics used on fighters, as well as UFC champion Michael Bisping, claiming to have been terminated as sponsored athlete for not being Molenkamp's friend. Now, a former photographer for Monster who worked closely with Molenkamp has opened up about his experience, shared more details on the allegations. If you look at his social media, he seems like a cool guy, the fun guy, photographer Courtney Hendo said in a video on his personal YouTube channel. He's all around all these elite fighters, you know, he's a cool guy. But behind the scenes, these guys are forced to interact with him. They're forced to do all the antics, get the monster can kicked out of their hand, and do all this stupid stuff and these crazy funny videos. They're forced to do that. If they don't do that, what happens is they will lose their contract. They're pretty much held hostage. And that was the same thing with me. Wow. Hendo began combat sports photography by taking photos at Alliance MMA in San Diego, Cruz's home gym. That's tight. Through his work there, that's how Hendo met Molenkamp, and he eventually was hired by Monster. Hendo claims that the relationship went south when he stopped doing fighter shoots and became more of a personal photographer for Molenkamp's social media. Hendo also alleged to be mistreated by Molenkamp and even blackballed after quitting on him. He acts like you're the shit. He acts like you're shit. He treats you like you're nothing. Hendo said, so the way he talked about me in public around fighters and other people, it was like I was a kid. I was at my nephew's football game and Hans called me that day and said, I need you to come to LA today. This was on a Saturday, no prior. Hey man, tomorrow we're going to LA. Nothing. It was when he calls you to have stop everything you're doing, even fighters, when he calls everything you're doing, I don't care if you're at your wedding. You have to stop everything you're doing and you have to attend to Hans. So he called me. I was at my nephew's game. He told me to come to LA because he was going to LA. I told him I can't because I was at my nephew's game. He told me, when I tell you to do something, you do it. I'm 36 years old, man. I'm 36. When I tell you to do something, you do it. You know what, Hans? You have to find someone else. You can't talk. You can talk to like that. Oh, Jesus. That's it. I had enough, so I quit. According to Hendo. Yeah, so you get the gist of things. If you do business with Courtney, you're a loser. Oh, he's a sucker. Yeah, see, these type of dudes, these are weenies, bro. Straight losers. You know what I mean? Like straight losers, dog. Like Bisping. Yeah, and then I read an article saying like he called Bisping. Bisping just got released from Monster, so he called Bisping and was like, "Hey, we're friends, right?" Bisping was like, nah, man, we've been in business together. We're business, but we don't hang out. We don't do shit that friends do. You know what I mean? We're not friends. And then they terminated his contract with Monster. You know? Like, these are losers. Just look at him, bro. Look at him, bro. He's a loser. You know, these are those type of dudes. It's crazy to me, too, because it's like, bro, you have like one of the coolest jobs in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to do, these fighters will do all these cool things. You'll do all these cool things with these fighters regardless. Like, you don't need to force them to do things or like hold them hostage. Like, bro, if you put me in a position to where I could do all these cool things with these fighters and just be with them, kick it with them and sponsored, like get them sponsors. You know how awesome of a job that is, bro? But instead, you know what it is? People they want this fame. They want that fame, man. Like that little fame bug. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those dudes that never got, you know, girls or probably any type of clout or any type of anything without this fame. You know what I'm saying? So once he got a little taste of it, it took over his brain. So, you know, people like this, they let that shit take over. Like, I don't know, man. I just look at it like, bro, like, but that's a lot of people in this type of, not this type of, like just in the industry in general. Like, they never had nothing until they got famous, and then they think they deserve everything. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, like you wasn't getting no girls before you was famous, nothing. All of a sudden you got a little bit of dollars and a little bit of fame and a blue check next to your name. You think you deserve the world. It's like, bro, you're a loser. You know what I mean? I've been the shit before I was before fame or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I like. You'll meet some people where they're like, you knew they was the shit before they was famous. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. People will go crazy. People go crazy over this fame shit, over fame, over getting bitches and shit, and it's like blows my mind. He's a loser, straight loser, straight loser. And I mean, there's this guy. I forgot the channel, man. There's this kid. I don't know if he's a kid. Sorry if I said that, but there's this dude that had a dope video. It was like an 8-minute video on Hans Molenkamp. I'm gonna find it right now. Cause his channel is pretty cool too. Let me see. MMA commentary. I believe that's it.
T-shirt he asked me to wear.
Yeah, MMA commentary. That's his YouTube channel. Cool cat. But also even back in the day, like Dana White, it's crazy too, because after that Dominic Cruz thing, like Dana White when they did the press or the post-fight conference, and Dana was like, he's a goofy ass dude, like he's a goofball. But what can we do with it? He's the sponsor, you know what I mean? Even back in the day, Hans Molenkamp put out like some weird tweet, like saying I'll show you. Yeah, he put out a picture of him and Rob Dyrdek together, right? And then I'll post it on the video. I'll post it. This is what it says. This is what Hans Molenkamp posted. Look, you want to know how Rob Dyrdek and Dana White became best friends? Rob and I go back to the 90s, skateboarding, DC shoes, and his OGTF in San Diego. I've shot him for Skate Mags and Rolling Stone, etc. So I took Rob and Big to their first UFC and had to convince them, the UFC, they were cool and legit celebrities. The Rob and Big show had just dropped, and it was already a big hit, and they still had no idea. Real talk. They actually put us in horrible seats until it caused such a problem with security, they moved us to the floor. Yes, times have changed. F with me and meet new friends. UFC 66. Straight douchebag. Only douchebags. Like, come on. F with me and meet new friends. You know he was a loser growing up. Bruh, trust me. Decent people that are good people and cool people, they don't say shit like that. Like, mess with me and you'll meet cool friends. Come on, dog. Come on, doggy. Look at you. Loser, bruh. And you was in a position to be a cool ass dude. That's the difference. Like, you could have been a cool ass dude. You was in position to be a dope dude and you blew it. But then look, this is what Dana White responded with. Biggest crock of shit ever. When I see everyone on your posts, I think, is this guy joking right now or is he actually serious? I met you through Tiki. When Tiki asked me to take a picture with a t-shirt, he asked me to wear a t-shirt he asked me to wear. I'm assuming you met most of the fighters through Tiki, which is probably true. You walk up to people and have someone secretly take pics and then post pics like you were in some meeting and post corny shit like soaring with the Eagles. I usually just laugh and say is he fucking serious right now? I don't know exactly what you do for Monster Energy, but it seems like you decide. Here's an important part. It seems like you decide which fighter gets a sponsorship and which one doesn't. So I'm sure that's why they let you post the crazy shit like you attempting to spar with them or other goofy shit. I didn't become best friends with Rob through you, and you are far from being the guy who influences the influencers. Stop blowing smoke up everyone's ass. Real talk. I love that. But you see how Dana said that? It seems like you're the guy that gets the fighters the sponsorships. So it's like he clarified exactly what his position was in Monster back then. And this is UFC 266. UFC 66. This is way long ago. You know what I'm saying? But obviously he let all this power shit get to his head. And, just a straight loser, bro. Like, it's crazy to me that people like, and then like he would just look up that dude. Go to that guy MMA commentary. He posts a dope video of like a lot of sneaky weasel shit that this guy does to pretend to be cool. And he got in a little. Even Chael Sonnen was like blowing smoke up his ass because Chael's sponsored by Monster, and it's like, come on, man, like. That's why I like, if you pay attention to what Izzy did, Izzy be throwing that can because Izzy said something about like, I don't sell out. You know what I mean? Like, what did Izzy say? Let me show you. I got, let me see what he said. Izzy was sick though. He was like, man, I don't sell out for that shit, bro. But I get it. A lot of fighters don't have money. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a lot of money, so they'll take the spot. They'll do what they got to do to get to secure the bag. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. I could get that. You know what I mean? But it takes a whole different type of level of a person to be like, fuck you, bro. I'm not doing none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But like, just at UFC 259, he tossed that on Monster Energy camp. But see, I'll post this too. He was like, this is what he said. Israel's like, some things money can't buy, like actual friends, integrity, or real skills. Free plug. Straight up, I love shit like that. I love little sneak disses. I love little witty sneak disses. But this stands for something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole, I hope all the fighters come out. Like, I want to see what Angela Hill said. Let's see what Angela Hill said. Angela Hill removes Monster Energy drink and disses Hans. Let's see. Hell yeah. Hell to the motherfucking yeah. You know what I mean?
This unforgettable vacation memory.
Sorry.
It didn't actually begin here.
Here we go. Let's see. This was just after last weekend, obviously. She tossed the monster shit down.
I'm gonna have to ask you about that now.
No.
Good for you, Angie. I love Angie.
Like, they never offered me a sponsorship.
So, confirmed, underwater walking not the best pace for MMA.
I mean, it is, because she stayed very composed the entire time. Even when I tried to knee the shit out of her, she just was like, oh, I've been here before. And kicked my leg out. So, yeah, Ashley's definitely a tough cookie.
Was that just one of the things where you saw the finish, it was right there, so you were going for it, and she just managed to sort of get you taken down as you were doing the flurries?
Going ham with the knees. They just posted, Invicta just posted a clip of a lot of female fight finishes they had, and one was my first fight in Invicta. Went ham with the knees against the fence. So I saw red, and it backfired a little bit right there.
No, can you at least be proud of yourself with the performance, or do you just sit there going, I finished?
27, I'm pretty happy with, just because of having close fights. If anything, so I'm really happy about that. Really happy about making it dominant, right, and that's right. And be dominant in the fight. Okay. And I felt like my cardio was a little off.
Sorry about this.
We've kind of been in this weird we're gonna fight.
I'm doing this on the wingtip. You know what I mean?
Get her done and I can make them even better.
What's the move now? I know you like to stay active.
Recently, so getting back in the gym and learning and implementing.
Maybe that was
more with the grappling, attack more with takedowns, and a lot of times I get a little scared to be against the fence too long because I'm like, oh, it's getting boring. But it's it's a good place for me to score. So just been working on being confident in things of grappling and putting it to work.
Good stuff. Last one from me. You put the thing on the floor. Yep, are you hashtag Team Dom or hashtag Team Hands?
Hands don't want these hands. No, I'm always hashtag Team Dom. I don't care who it is, who's talking shit about. I'm hashtag Team Dom. He's done so much for me as a teammate, as a friend, and if he's speaking out against the guy, there's definitely weight to it. You know, he's a respectful person, and yeah.
Do you think his phone blew up from loads of other fighters being like, finally someone said something?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard it from so many other fighters, so many other fighters just annoyed by the things that they had to do for their sponsorship. So it's kind of a weird undercurrent where they're annoyed, but you never want to say who, because you don't want to mess up their money. You don't want to mess up their lifeline. So it was really cool and brave of Dom to put his name on there and just say, hey, I'm speaking out for all these fighters who do have to deal with this, because I'm sick of it, and I know you guys are too.
Hell yeah.
So,
I hope everybody good for you, Angie. Love you. Anyways, I hope everybody blasts this fool. Bruh, you could probably get cool people. You could probably, in your position, you could probably get some, not do all this crazy extra shit, but I'm sure on a cool level, if you're a cool, decent look, now I'm on a minuscule, tiny level, right? But I'm saying, I show love to specific fighters that I really do like as fighters and human beings, right? And they show love back, and they'll come on here and fucking and do my shit like for nothing. So imagine if I'm Hans and I'm giving out sponsorships and I just ask, hey, you want to do this? If not, it's all good. You know what I mean? But if you do want to, it's cool. Thanks, man. They would probably do it if you're just a decent, cool human. But when you're dangling, like, God, you're in a position to be making relationships and making people rich. Regardless, like you could do all these cool things with all these cool people regardless. You don't have to force them. Like now, since you made this, it's just like, God, bro, I can't stand motherfuckers that get in position to do shit like that and they just take advantage. Straight take advantage. You know what I mean? Like just terrible, terrible humans, bro. Just terrible, shitty humans. Damn, let's do this real quick. Let's see what Bisbing is talking about.
When we design pieces for our collection...
Sorry about this, man. Let me get that out of here before we bring it back. Oops.
Hans Molenkamp,
yeah,
who's a guy. I don't really want to get into it too much because it's politics. It's none of my business, but...
This is before... So that's March 5th. No, that's March 15th.
You see that? Do you know anything about that?
I have no idea what happened.
Yeah, it was a big... It's been spoken about. So, well, in fact, fucking Cruz spoke about it on TV. So I'm not letting anything out of the bag here. No, he's a guy that, he facilitates sponsorship deals for some fighters. He represents Monster. Of course, lots of UFC fighters are sponsored by Monster. And he just, I don't know, he called him out. He said, oh, yeah, I want to fight Hans. You know, he holds us all hostage to these contracts. He makes us like his Instagram videos and things like that. This is what Cruz said. He said, so I'm calling him out. Let's raise some money for charity. I want to fight this guy. He's got £100 on me. So, yeah, there you go. I've had some dealings with the guy. I can confirm. I'm on Cruz's side. But then Dana came out of the post-fight press conference, obviously. It was just weird why Cruz would do that. Listen, all right, whatever, you got a problem with the guy. You've just come back. You've just got your first win in 5 years, and you're using your post-fight celebration to call him out. All right, listen, if you don't like him that much and the guy is that much of a tool, all right, whatever. But, you know, you've just won your fight. Focus on that. Focus on the greatness of your return. Focus on thanking your team and things like that. So, but whatever, that's what we've come to expect from Cruz.
Is he a fighter? I see him training. He looks like a big guy.
He's not a fighter. No. He's not a fighter.
He's not a fighter.
Well, I'm reading it.
Wannabe.
Plus, he did this little fight with this other, I don't know what you call it, but let me tell you something. I don't know, man. It was just weak. I don't want to diss on him like that. Like, I'm just a straight hater, but also I'm hating because, like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it is what it is. I'm hating. You're in a cool-ass position with cool-ass people, and you're taking advantage, and you're a total douchebag. You know what I'm saying? I'm hating. So that's just that. He's a loser. He's a loser, bro. People like that. It's like all these weirdo people, man, that were losers in life. Like, when they get in any type of position and power, it's even like supervisors at my work. They get a little bit of type of little itty bitty power, and they fucking take advantage of it, and they're straight assholes. It's crazy to me. Just losers, and it just there's losers in life.
IB Times says Brazilian jiu-jitsu expert Hans.
Thank you for what you said there. Actually, I take back what I said.
The Hans Molenkamp story, it's not going away. You know, if you remember, Dominic Cruz called him out, said the guy's got 100 pounds on me. It doesn't matter. I want to fight him for charity. A lot more people are piling on now. Reddit showed this video of a number of different times Hans Molenkamp has messed with fighters who could clearly kick his ass. If you want to pull that up,
I'd love to see it.
This is like his thing, by the way. This is what he does to a lot of fighters. There's so many of them. Right, he pretends that like he just goes over and like messes with them, but it's all set up, it's all staged. But you see, you've got to kind of play along.
Yeah, exactly. This is the type of shit you have to kind of play along with it because you're like, I'm sponsored and this guy, I need to do this fucking stupid shit because this guy's making me. You know what I mean?
I love it.
See the way it was held out to the side?
Yeah,
it's all planned and like, you know, DC fair play, you know, you're being a company man, you got to go along with it, but it's a little bit crazy.
He's like, look at our playful. It's always in the same position.
Absolutely. Now talk to me for a second.
I mean, to be fair, these videos aren't too bad. You know, it's a little bit cringe, but still, you know what I mean? He's just having a laugh, and that's okay.
They're total
but
setup.
he does,
still,
you know.
It's probably annoying.
There's videos.
You know what I mean?
Because
it's annoying because it's like, bro, it's like, let me do cool shit to you that makes me look cool, but kind of like, not like it's like a diss at them, but it's like, let me make myself look cool off of you. Like, that shit is whack, bro. That's so corny to me. Like, bro, you could just do cool shit with them. You know what I mean? And not have to be like, we're friends. Just be like, we're business associates. We do cool shit. You know what I mean?
There's some videos where they're sparring and, yes, let me get the better of you in sparring.
Yeah, that's trash. You're trash, bro.
Seriously,
You're straight trash for that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
Mackie B don't play those games, man. I don't play those games. Look at this.
This guy rules. I actually like Hans Molenkamp. This guy kicks ass. He's a rich guy that just makes all these fighters have to kiss his ass.
Yeah, that's what
Anyways,
he does.
yeah, man. Anyways, but I heard Monster's doing an investigation on him. I don't wish any like bad shit to him, but man, you need to lose that position, bro, and you need to give the right people sponsors and just, this is a long video, damn. I just hate people like that, bro, that be in life winning when there's total losers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't deserve that shit. Sorry, you don't. You know what I mean? You might have worked for it to get there, but once you got there, you're just a total douche. Anyways, that's just my take on it. I just wanted to do a video. It came out longer than I expected, but sorry, Yeah, that's it, man. Subscribe to my channel, man. Like the videos, hopefully they pop up a little more. Like the videos, definitely share them with your friends. I'll post some clips on top of the audio of this Hans Molenkamp loser. Anyways, I'm out of here, man. Peace.